All right, hey everyone. Topic of this video is going to be PC versus console, and who's actually getting screwed harder and stuff, or who has it worse um, when it comes to gaming. So that's what we're going to be getting into today. So um, PC versus console, the oldest debate in gaming. PC master race versus couch potatoes, frame rate versus exclusives, mods versus plug and play. But here's the thing. Both sides are so busy fighting each other that nobody's noticing the real enemy. Because guess what? PC gamers are losing ownership too. Console gamers are losing physical media, and both of you are getting squeezed by the same corporations. So today we're here to settle this once and for all. Not to declare a winner, but to figure out who's actually getting screwed harder. Spoiler alert, it's really all of us. If you kind of think about it, but let's obviously then let's break down exactly how. So getting into the console problem, as you already know. Starting with consoles, we've already covered this in depth. Console gamers, they're losing physical media. The PS6 won't reportedly, I think, won't have a disc drive. Xbox is already pushing pushing for all digital. The used games market is seemingly dying. Subscriptions are taking over, and you're locked into a single store: PlayStation Store, Xbox Store, Nintendo eShop. No competition, no price wars, just whatever they decide to charge. And let's not forget that these consoles are closed ecosystems. That's the thing. You really can't upgrade your hardware. You can't mod your games. Well, not easily. There are you can mod or jailbreak your console and everything, but you kind of have to really know what you're doing and like follow directions, to the T and everything, so you don't break your console or whatever. You can't tweak settings to squeeze out more performance. You basically get what you're given and you like it. Oh, and you're paying $60 to $80 a year just to play online with with the boys and stuff, or the girls, or whoever you play with. That's a $500. That's $500 over a console generation just for the privilege of playing multiplayer. So yeah, console gamers, they have it rough. But before you PC players start celebrating, let me stop right there, because your world, it's not as rosy as you think. So PC gamers, they love to brag. They have unlimited frame rates. Mods, free online, Steam sales, backward compatibility forever, and yeah, all of that is true. I'll admit. But let's talk about the stuff that you don't brag about. Up first, the cost. A gaming PC that can actually compete with the PS5, you're looking at $1,000 minimum, depending on like the parts you get. If you find like a sale or whatever, and that's obviously before the monitor, the keyboard, the mouse, the headset, and the desk, that doesn't collapse, unless you don't already have that stuff. If you're a console gamer or whatever. The PS5 normally usually is like $500. You could buy two consoles for the price of one mid-tier PC. Second is game optimization. Now, how many times have you bought a PC only to spend 2 hours tweaking settings, updating drivers, and googling a fix for stuttering? Console gamers just play. They just plug and play. You're troubleshooting. You're troubleshooting and they're gaming. That's a that's the a real trade-off. Third, and this is a big one. PC gamers are losing ownership too. Steam isn't physical. It's just a license and everything. You don't own those games. You're just buying a digital license when you buy games on Steam. Valve could theoretically shut down your account and you lose everything. And with Epic and GOG and others fighting for exclusives, you're dealing with fragmented libraries across multiple launchers. Remember when you had to install 5 different storefronts just to play your games? That's not freedom. That's basically a chore. And here's the thing. PC isn't going all digital faster than consoles. Physical PC games barely exist anymore. You're already living in the future that console gamers are terrified of. You just don't notice because you've been conditioned to accept it. Then getting into the great equalizer of how both sides are kind of getting screwed in this scenario. So the truth of it is, both sides are losing, but they're just losing in different ways. Console gamers are losing physical media, used games, and the freedom to choose their store, and they obviously have to pay to play online. And they're locked into a closed ecosystem, but they get convenience, exclusives, and lower upfront cost. And PC gamers on the other side of the spectrum, they lose physical media entirely. They deal with high costs up front and everything. I think there's like the barrier to entry, troubleshooting, for game optimization, and then obviously fragmented launchers. But they get better performance, mods, free online, and more store competition. But here's what you both have in common. You're both being pushed toward a subscription future. Game Pass is on PC and console. PS Plus is growing. Ubisoft Plus, EA, Play, and all of them. The end game is the same. You own nothing, you pay monthly, and you're locked into an ecosystem forever. That's basically what all these corporations are trying to push us towards. So obviously while you're busy arguing in the comment section about which platform is better, the corporations are laughing all the way to the bank. They don't care if you're Team PC or Team PlayStation. They care if you're paying. And right now, really both of us are, whether you're console or PC. So, addressing like who has it worse, answering the question of who has it worse, honestly, it's a no-brainer. It's console gamers, and here's why. For PC gamers, for all their flaws, they still have options. You can buy games from either Steam, Epic, GOG, Humble Bumble, Green Man Gaming. That's competition. That keeps prices down. You have free online. You have mods that extend the lives of games forever. Like with like some of the mods that they have for like some of those really like popular games, you can get like an unbelievably amount of infinite amounts of more playtime out of that game, just from modding the ever-loving crap out of it. You have backward compatibility that goes back for decades, and if Steam ever goes crazy, or unfortunately, if and when Gabe Newell, I believe the founder or whatever, or the guy that creates Steam and everything, when he finally kicks the bucket and everything, he gets replaced as CEO by some other corporate suit that doesn't really care about gamers like he did, and everything that made them more consumer, that made the Steam more consumer friendly and everything. He comes and makes it anti-consumer and everything. You can pivot to another store because you have options on PC. But console gamers, on the other hand, they only have one store, just one, and they control every price. You pay for online. You can't buy. You can't upgrade. And when physical media dies, you have zero alternatives. Sony raises the price of PS Plus by 30%. You pay it or you lose multiplayer. That's basically it. That's the choice. That's what they want. So yeah, undeniably, console gamers have it worse. But PC players, don't get too comfortable because the subscription model is coming for you too. Game Pass is already a massive success on PC, and the more people subscribe, the more publishers will push for it. You're not immune. You're just a few years behind. And getting into, I suppose, the real enemy and how we can fight back is, what do we do? Do we just keep fighting each other, or keep fighting each other while they pick our pockets? No, we wake up, we realize that PC versus console is just a distraction. The real enemy is the corporations that want to own everything that we play, and they only want to, and the only way to fight back is to vote with our wallets. So, for console gamers, buy physical while you can, support used game stores, complain about price hikes, make noise. Also buy physical movies as well, physical Blu-rays, physical music as well if you can, CDs or whatever. For PC gamers, support GOG. They sell DRM-free games that you actually own. Support stores that compete with Steam, and don't just blindly subscribe to Game Pass because it's convenient. Just think about what you're actually paying for. And most importantly, stop fighting amongst each other. A console gamer and a PC gamer have more in common than they have differences. You both love games, and you both hate being exploited. So just act like it, man. All right. In conclusion, so here's my final take. PC gamers have more freedom and options, but they pay a premium for it. Console gamers, on the other hand, they have convenience and exclusives, but they're locked in a cage. Both of you are being pushed toward a subscription future where ownership is a memory. So I want to hear from y'all. Are you team PC or team console? And more importantly, do you think that the subscription model will eventually kill both of these options to play games? Drop a comment below. Let's actually talk about this instead of fighting about it. And if you've enjoyed this breakdown, hit the like button, subscribe if you want more deep dives into the gaming industry's biggest problems. And I'll see you with the next one. Or I don't know, maybe we'll get into the day one patch problem and why low key they've kind of already made physical media meaningless and stuff if you really think about it. But yeah, thanks for watching. Enough with enough fighting with each other. Start fighting for your games and everything.